Hiya, my name's Charlie and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 short books that I can't wait to get to. Now these are books around the 200 page mark, some are slightly over and some are slightly shorter, but I can't wait to read them. And the first one I'm going to show you was one that was meant to be in my recent book haul, but somehow or another I must have just put it straight on my shelves because I couldn't wait to get to it. So this was sent to me by the lovely Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime. I'll put Nikki's links below. Thank you so much, Nikki. I can't wait to read this. This is about a boy called Tommy Dawson who grew up from the age of like 2, believed that his father had walked out on them, and then he finds out that the disappearance of his father, aka I guess Timothy Dawson, there's more to it. So it's really like exciting, and I can't wait to get to it. So yeah, and this is like from like an indie press as well, so yeah, super important to support these indie presses. And like, I know there's actually a second book coming out this year, so once I've read this I can get the second book, so I hopefully won't have that long to wait for it. Yeah, so that's my first one. The second one is actually a children's book, and I actually found this, I'll show you what it is, on my son's bookshelves when I was like tidying them up one day, and it's actually called Skellig. I think this is quite famous, so a lot of you might have already heard of this. This is by David Armand, and it's basically a boy called Michael, and I think his youngest, he's got a baby sister who's like in hospital with like heart troubles, so the family's obviously suffering, and he goes into his garage and he sees this feathered man, I believe. I think that's something, right? And so I guess it's the story of them. So yeah, this is, as soon as I read it, like I said, I think I've heard of this before somewhere, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to read this. So yeah, can't wait to get to this. And it's super short. I think it's part of a series, so once I've read this one again, I'll have more to read after. So yeah, the next one is called Doris. And this is by the lovely Charles Heathcote. Charlie has his own channel, which obviously I'll link below. I love watching his channel. He's just so entertaining. He always makes me laugh. So some of the things he comes out with. And I got this book for Christmas because I've been telling my husband that I'd wanted it. So yeah. And this is about, obviously, Doris. And I think it's an older lady called Doris. And I think it's told from, I don't really know that much about it, but it's told from her husband's perspective, her husband Harold, and yeah, I think it's going to be quite funny, kind of like, yeah, just a hilarious little tale. And I know that there is indisputably Doris, I think that's right, after this, and then also Charlie's bringing out a novella, coming out in September, yeah, so yeah. I can't wait to read this, and then the subsequent other Doris books. So I will get to it, Charlie. I promise I really will, and I'm so excited to read it. Like, I know I'm just going to enjoy it so much and dive through the pages. And this one comes in at, it's like 184 pages or something, so it's really short. There's no excuse why I haven't read it. I really need to read it. The next one is one that you guys, if you've watched my channel for a while, won't be that surprised by. This is a Sherlock book. It's The Sign of 4. This is one of, obviously written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's quite a famous one, and I think it's with Mary Morstan. So if you guys have watched the television series, I don't know how different this is, obviously, from the show. Obviously, pretty quite different. But yeah, it's got about a woman called Mary Morstan, and it says every year since her the disappearance of her father, she receives this pearl, and then one day I think the anonymous person requests to meet her, so she wants Sherlock and Holmes to go along with her. So it's kind of that story. So yeah, I'm super excited to get to it. Again, this comes in at like really short. It's like 210 pages or something. I think that's right. Yeah, 210 pages. So yeah, really short, really quick read. And I've also got a study in Scarlett, which I can't believe I haven't got to, so this as well, so I'll cheat and include this as well. But yeah, both these books I can't wait to get to as well. So I've read quite a few of, like, because I joined in Brian's Bookshelves hosted a Holmes read along with some of the short stories in it earlier on in the year, a few months ago, and I really enjoyed that, and so yeah, can't wait to get to that. The last one on my list is one that was in my recent book haul again, and this is Stephen King's Carrie. Now this is the one that Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books has told me should be one of the first ones that I read out of Stephen King to kind of get me into it. And this is really, really short, and it's 242 pages. This is the story of a young girl, teenage girl called Carrie, who has the gift of telekinesis. She's kind of a little bit of an outsider, and what I know, and yeah, she's invited to her school prom, and stuff happens, and it goes downhill from there. And I think it turns very dark. Clearly, if it's a Stephen King novel, it's going to turn dark. So I can't wait to read this. So that's my last one. Let me know if if you guys have read any short books and have got any short book recommendations for me in the comments below. I hope you guys are well. This week I've got an extra video coming up on Friday, so just to let you know, it's a tag video. And yeah, take care of yourselves. If you're new to my channel, I post videos on Wednesdays and Sundays normally. And take care. Sending you lots of love. Bye!